When you go shopping for your next bike, what are you looking at? Are you looking at new bikes? Are you looking at used bikes? Or are you like me and looking in a dumpster for something someone's about to throw away? The new bike, used bike argument is one thing that a lot of people have. You often have a new bike come out and everyone wants to compare a second-hand bike that you could buy for the same money. And then the conversation inevitably moves to warranties. If you buy a new bike or 1-year-old approved used bike, you get a warranty, which for a lot of people is great peace of mind. On a 500 quid bike out of a skip, it doesn't matter. But if you've spent 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 grand on something, or even more, you want to know that if something goes wrong that wasn't your fault, was a defect, a manufacturing issue, you kind of want that protection. You want to know that, look, my new toy that I love is broken, please somebody come and make it right for me. Now, warranties are kind of only worth the paper they're written on. You need a manufacturer that's going to honour it. You also need to know all the terms and conditions, because there's no point having a warranty if the first thing you do with that bike, the first thing you use it for, is outside the terms of the warranty. That's a big, boring subject to get into. But what I do want to talk about today is this SV650. I love an SV. It's pretty well documented that I love an SV. From new ones to old ones, I just enjoy the engine and the fact that they're just a fun, honest bike. But we've said this before. We did a video ages ago about an SV. What's that one doing here? Well, let me tell you. Suzuki has got a new warranty. It's actually been around in one guise or another for a fair while now. But currently, if you buy a used Suzuki that's under 10 years old, you can take it to a Suzuki shop, get a service, and your warranty is restarted. How good is that? But is it that simple? Well, we've got a bike, we've got some budget to make some films, and that's what we're going to find out. So here's the deal. Suzuki has said, please tell people about our warranty. We said, that's fine, but in return, we want to ask some questions back. We want to know what's covered. What's the deal? What do you actually get out of this warranty? Because the concept of it is brilliant. The fact that I can buy a 6-year-old Suzuki with 30,000 miles on it and have a warranty again if I take it for a service, in principle, I love that. So let's find out some more info. From you lot, what I need is some questions. Fire into the comments below. We've got Suzuki's ear, their warranty department are ready to answer the bat phone and tell us what isn't covered and give us the official line on whatever subject you want to cover up. We're going to go through some of the normal ones. Modifications, type of use, track days, age, mileage, that sort of stuff. And we're going to find out exactly what is and isn't covered in each of those situations. I've asked a few questions already, and it's not a case of if you break one term of the warranty, nothing is covered ever again. There's definitely, it's a bit more human than that. It's things are looked at in a case-by-case basis and done on a kind of fairer way. That said, if you're running a YouTube channel called SV650, I learned to do massive stunts, and your fork seals keep going, that's not going to be covered. So it's all about kind of typical fair usage of the bikes. Along the way, we're going to have some fun, do some cool things with SV650s, and hopefully get a bit more information out there for you lot, give you some confidence if you want to go and buy a used Suzuki. And the good news, if you've already bought a used Suzuki under 10 years old and it's been serviced at a Suzuki main dealer, guess what? You've got a warranty still. That's pretty cool. I want to be totally clear. What we're not here to do is tell everyone that Suzuki's warranty is the best thing ever and they'll pass anything. We're not here to test that warranty for ourselves. In all honesty, we can't. The industry is just way too small for us to sneak undercover and get a false name and me wear a funny nose and a moustache and some big dark glasses and go into a Suzuki dealership with a bogus warranty claim. We'd just never get away with it. And I wouldn't want to do it in a dishonest way. I wouldn't want to stand here and pretend that we've done the right thing. So I want to be completely clear. This isn't a video to say we went undercover and tested Suzuki's warranty. We're just not going to do that. What we're here to do is take that SV650, have a load of fun, answer some questions, and along the way, tell you that this warranty thing exists. I hope that's all right with you lot. For me, it seemed like the fairest way to do a job that gives Suzuki a bit of credit for their warranty scheme and gives me a chance to play on one of my favourite bikes. Can't say fairer than that, can we? Along the way, we're going to talk about the things that are covered by warranties and maybe go through a few of the things that aren't. Now, I'm guessing at that point, Al, the Bike World producer, has immediately jumped on opportunity to use the clip of me lobbing my SV650 at Pembrey during a race. Oh, and my brother's probably going to comment on the video next going, is that the race where I beat you? So, ha 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 ha. Doesn't matter because that bike's too old for a warranty anyway. So how do we get this started? Well, we're going to need a bike. We've got a 3-year-old SV650 with 8,000 miles on it. Suzuki sourced this bike for us, and they wanted us to start with a blank canvas, so it's absolutely bog standard. If you've tried to find a 3-year-old SV650 that's completely stock, it's actually quite hard. Everyone loves doing bits to them. This one had a aftermarket sort of cheap radiator on it. If you've had an SV or a naked bike, one of the things that is easy to damage if you do drop it is a radiator. That's a really good example of what isn't covered by a warranty. So if you've got an SV and you've put a cheaper aftermarket non-standard radiator on there, if you then have a problem with paint peeling off of the back frame of the bike, your warranty is absolutely fine to cover that. If you have a problem then with your cooling system and the bike overheating, you've fitted a non-standard part in the cooling system, your cooling system's not going to be covered by the warranty, which is hard if you've put a cheap radiator on the bike because you didn't have enough money to buy a genuine one, which will cost more money, but that's kind of the line. So if you've put non-standard aftermarket cooling parts on and the bike overheats, no bueno. So for that reason, Suzuki's put a stock radiator back on this thing. So currently, all we need to do is get our service, and then we can have a full warranty again on this motorcycle. To do that, we've come to JT's Motorcycles in Swansea, my local Suzuki dealer. We're going to get it in there, get it up to date with the servicing. I'm going to cover off how long that takes and what the costs are, and then we can start having some fun on this bike. Well, I think the T's that come free with the service, but a couple of things about the price of a service, because if you're buying a bike and you want this warranty, or if you're buying a bike and it just needs servicing, that's something you do need to know. There's no sort of fixed price servicing with Suzuki, so it will depend on where you are in the country, what dealership you go to. We're here at JT's in Swansea, so a basic annual service, which is what this one needs, is 180 quid. If it then needs extra stuff, so if it finds out the brake pads are worn out or the tyres are knackered or there's something bigger that needs doing, that's obviously on top of that 180 quid, but for the annual service to put this thing back on the warranty scheme, it's 180 quid. This one's got 8,000 miles, so it's not a big service. These ones are due at 7,500 miles, and at 15,000 miles, there's a major service, which is a valve clearance check and a much more comprehensive service. So it's air filters, spark plugs, all that sort of stuff. That service is a much bigger service. So that one's 800 quid for the base price. And then again, if you need tires and brake pads, that adds up. Now, another thing I wanted to know about is, obviously if you've bought a bike that has come out of a Suzuki dealership from new, disappeared off into the ether, and you've now bought it at 7 years old, let's say, with, I don't know, 17,000 miles, and it's got no service history with it. There's no proof that anything's been done. So the line from Suzuki on that is, you need to bring that bike back into the warranty system. You know, it's over 3 years old, it's not been maintained at a mainstream Suzuki dealer, so the warranty is gone. So to bring it back into the warranty system, you need to get that servicing up to date. So if the 15,000 mile one hasn't been done, that's going to need to be done. Once that's done, and once the stand of the bike's back in, there's effectively a 30-day period, which basically means if you've bought something and there's an existing problem with it because it hasn't been serviced properly, you've got a 30-day grace that if it goes wrong in that time, then it's not going to be covered by the warranty. But if you've bought a bike that is a genuine bike that has just not had the servicing recorded and not had all the servicing done, get it serviced. After that 30 days, you're back on the full warranty system. So there's a little bit of small print that's worth knowing about there, which again, I think Suzuki's trying to protect themselves from people turning up with a bike with a rattly engine because it's never been serviced, and someone going, oh, I'll just have a service and get a free engine. I think that's what that little clause is aimed at. But again, worth knowing those little details, so that if you've bought one that's dropped off the warranty, there is a 30-day clause before it comes back in. There we go, service complete, 180 quid's worth of 7,500 mile just main oil service. Ready to go now. We can now go and have some fun. So don't forget, questions, comments, thoughts, chuck it in below. We'll try and respond to as many as we can. And also, yeah, if we've got stuff that we've not thought of, chuck it in there and we can put that to Suzuki and find out a little bit more about how the warranty works and if there's any gaps in it that we've not thought of. Thanks for watching. Here is to some good fun content doing skids on an SV650.